Hi guys, I'm back with part 2 of my spring summer perfume collection. So we've done the first shelf already, and now we're on to the second shelf. I think I might have to make this a two-parter, just because I have a really bad habit of stacking my fragrances like Jenga, and so now I've kind of unstacked them all, and there's just a few, or like far too many to fit into, or to try and fit into one video. Just quickly, in the style of the last video, I'm not going to spend too long on each fragrance. I'm just going to quickly whiz through them. So at the back we have L'Homme Idéal Cologne by Guerlain. Targeted to men, but very, very unisex. I think it's been discontinued, but still widely available for a very, very good price. I got this for about £17 and it's 50 ml, so it's quite good. It's a very summer appropriate citrus, like a fuzzy citrus, and I think there's some almond in there as well. It's a great one. And then behind we have Gucci Guilty. Can't say I've worn this one too much, but yeah, it's a nice creamy, fruity fragrance. We'll see if I get some more use out of it this year. Then we come on to my small collection of Jo Malone's. So we have Tropical Cherimoya. I think this one was a limited edition because I don't think they stock this one anymore. I've only got a little bit left, but this one is that's just that. It's a creamy tropical fruits fragrance. It's very nice. And then we've got Peony and Blush Suede. Another very nice one, quite a subtle one, even by Jo Malone standards. Then we have Earl Grey Cucumber. Really like the dry down of this one, more so than the opening. And then we've got Whiskey and Cedarwood. I actually bought this one without trying it. I know it's really bad, but yeah, I couldn't find anywhere to try it, and I love my boozy fragrances. I was a little bit worried that it could be, a little bit too much on the masculine side, because I think they do kind of target this more towards men, but again, easily unisex. It is a lovely sweetened whiskey scent with that kind of really solid woody base. So nice, so nice. And the further you get into the dry down, the more it just rounds out, and this is lovely. Then, sticking with Jo Malone, we have two more here. So we've got Orange Bitters. This one is it's very different to what I thought it would be. I thought it would be kind of like a sour yet bitter orange fragrance, but it's more of a creamy orange fragrance. A little bit of a masculine dry down. Similar vibe that I get with Lime, Basil and Mandarin. Lovely citruses, but the dry down on this one as well tends to lean very masculine for me. But again, very wearable, but just a touch masculine. Then we have Wood Sage and Sea Salt. Stunning fragrance. I remember I first saw this in the shop and I was like, oh my gosh, what is that going to smell like? That surely that's going to be awful. And then it just takes you to like a deserted beach. It's that salty sea kind of scent, driftwood around. It goes onto the skin, giving it like a very salty skin, musky cologne type vibe. Then we have Chanel's 1932. To me, this is a sparkling pear fragrance. This is the EDP. Sparkling pear. I love it. It's got that Chanel signature, but not too much, because anyone who knows me knows that I do not like the Chanel signature. It does not go well with me. And then next we have Chanel's Gardenia. Sweet, sweet floral. Love it. Easy as that. And then we have Beige by Chanel. A similar level of sweetness to Gardenia, but the sweetness in here comes from the honey. Usually I don't go for honey fragrances, but Chanel has done something very right with this fragrance. So nice. Lasts all day. It's just a warm, sunny fragrance. And then we have Misia by Chanel. This is, it just smells like candy. Like, you know, like Parma Violets and the fizzes. So you had like the Parma Violets were obviously like the purple ones, and the fizzes were the multicolored ones. It smells like both of those in one fragrance. It's so weird. Like when I was younger, I used to think Parma Violets smelled like perfume. And now I'm older, I'm thinking that a perfume smells like Parma Violets. It's quite funny. Then we have Libre by YSL. Love that fragrance. I've worn it so much throughout winter, but obviously since it's still quite a new release, I haven't tried it in warmer weathers yet. So we'll see how that kind of plays out throughout spring. And we have Love by Chloe. Oh, I've snapped the little chain thing off. Oh, it's a stunning, innocent, feminine, powdery floral fragrance. I won't talk about it too much because I think it's been discontinued. Then we have the smallest bottle I could find of Mugler Alien. So this is the 15ml bottle, and I was so apprehensive to try this because I'd heard varying, polarizing reviews, and yeah, it's a strange one. It's not one that I thought I would like at all. It is a very almost mentholated jasmine fragrance. It's very odd. I get why they called it Alien, but I like it, like surprisingly, quite nice. Then we have three of the three versions of L'Eau d'Issey by Issey Miyake. Love the original fragrance, but I've kind of gone through so many repurchases of the original that I thought it's probably time to try, you know, one of the many versions of the fragrance. So this one is L'Eau d'Issey Absolute. It's a warm, sunny, it's a very warm floral fragrance. Stunning. Tad sharp on the skin. Might be temperature, like depending on what temperature it is, but I think the warmer it gets, the sharper the sharper this one will get on the skin. Then we have Issey Miyake L'Eau d'Issey Pure Nectar, which is this one. Kind of similar vein to the Absolute, but this is kind of more powdery, more rounded. It's like a gentler sweetness in this one. And then we have L'Eau d'Issey Pure. Ooh. It's got a similar powderiness to Pure Nectar. There's also a fuzziness about this one as well. It's like powdery, fuzzy, floral. So this one's kind of got the powderiness of Pure Nectar and the sharpness of the kind of florals in Absolute, and then an added fuzziness on top. Two by The Body Shop. So we have Shea or Shea and Moringa. This, Shea is just so good. So good. It's like creamy, like a much lighter, sweeter version of shea butter. Oh, so good. And then Moringa is your morning wake me up type fragrance. Love them both. I have the body sprays in both of these as well. Stunning. Then we move on to Elie Saab or Elie Saab's Girl of Now. So we've got the original and Girl of Now Shine. My preference is the original, even though I started out preferring Shine. There's just something that's kind of a bit sharper in this fragrance, and I'm only noticing it now, like in the warmer weather. I feel like I prefer the more creamed out nature of the original. Then we have two from Philosophy. So we've got the original Fresh Cream and then Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere. Oh, these are both two very easy to wear, almost edible, creamy fragrances. Oh my god, they're so good. Stunning, stunning. I think they worked really well in winter. I think they'll work just as well in the warmer kind of temperatures as well. Then we have Chloé. So this is Chloé EDP. It's a 20ml. It's so good. So happy I got 20ml and not a bigger bottle, just because I've smelt this on so many people. I don't need a bigger bottle. I won't be wearing it that much. My main reasons for getting this one was because a lot of people said it smelled like one of my favourites, Micallef's Pure Extreme. And I was hoping that I could find a more affordable version of this one. But no, they're along the same lines in terms of style and kind of category of fragrance. It's that this Chloé kind of focuses more on the sharper like facets of the rose. So the rose is more front and center, and it's supported by citruses, so it gives it that sharper touch, whereas the rose in this fragrance is very evenly balanced out by the musk, and it smells just like its title. It just smells so pure. I love it. I wouldn't be without this one. Then we have two by Parfums de Nicolai. So we've got Ombre Cashmere and Sacre Bleu. Sacre Bleu kind of smells oldie, timey to me. I think I need to have more time with this one to actually get more of a feel for it. I tested this one in the shop, liked it straight away, and got the smaller bottle. But I think I'm yet to wear this properly for a full day. Ombre Cashmere is it's a very fuzzy citrus amber. Okay, then we have YSL's Manifesto. I have been wearing this since I was like 13, 14. I remember it was like one of the very first fragrances that I ever got. So, I mean, I feel like it's just one of those that I think I will always just have a bottle of. It's, oh my god, people will compliment this like crazy. Like, it's insane. Whenever I've worn it, like since school up until now, whenever I wear this, people will ask like, oh my god, what are you wearing? It smells so good. And yeah, more often than not, it's this, which is quite strange because to me, it's one of those just easy to throw on, like fruity vanilla and musk fragrance. So to me, I'm just like, it's not that special. It's just something I'm so comfortable with now. But to other people, to other noses, it's very, very pleasant. So I'll take that, whatever. Okay, then we have, this is M by Mariah Carey. This is just a very soft, marshmallowy fragrance. I've lost the lid. But yeah, very soft, marshmallowy fragrance. Not offensive. Even if it was, I got this for like £2.50. So, I mean, I can't really complain. But yeah, it's nice. Then we have two from the Zara Jo Malone collaboration. So we have Tuberose Noir. Giving me ever so slight Dosson vibes, Diptyque Dosson vibes. And then we have Vetiver Pamplemousse. I love it. It's a photorealistic grapefruit fragrance. Can't go wrong. Love them both. Looking forward to wearing them both now. Then we have Miracle by Lancôme. Very inoffensive, daytime, transparent, softly floral, softly sweet. It's one of those kind of like wispy fragrances. Like you'll only like static, you won't smell it, or stationary, you won't smell it, or you won't smell it too much. You know, with like in motion, you'll just smell it like wafting around you. So very pleasant. An everyday pick up, throw it on fragrance. Then we have one by Yves Rocher, Coconut. And that's exactly what it is. It just smells like straight up coconut. Coconut's what you want. Coconut's what you get. Okay, then we have another one that reminds me of being in school. Like, I think I first had this when I was like 15 or 16. So this is like another manifesto to me. It's one of those that I think I'll just always have. And people love this one as well. So this is Diesel's Fuel for Life for her. Oh, I remember when I first smelled this, I was like, I have to have it. I want this. But yeah, I was so young, I did not have the money for this. Kind of surprised that I like it so much though. It is a patchouli dominant, it's a citrus and patchouli dominant fragrance. Not always so keen on patchouli. I don't like that kind of earthy dirtiness that it gives off. But the orange, I think it's the orange, that's the main citrus in here, really plays so well with the patchouli. I don't get any of that kind of dirtiness. I get that slight roughness, but that dirtiness isn't there. Oh, it's so good. Then we have two by Roger and Gallet. We have Fig, so it's Fleur de Figure. And then we have Fleur d'Osmanthus. I've been looking for a very simple, straight up, fruity fig fragrance for the longest time. And for some reason, it was just so difficult to find one that was just a fruity fig fragrance. Nothing else. No earthiness, not too much greenery. And I finally found it in this fragrance. I think I was kind of slightly cautious, so I got this smaller bottle, but I think as I get through this, I'll be replacing it with a bigger bottle. It is a very crisp, fruity fig with some of the fig leaves in there as well, but the fig leaves aren't, they don't take front and center stage. It's very much the fig fruit that does. Fleur d'Osmanthus is another crisp, fruity floral. So easy to wear. In fact, they both are so easy to wear, so affordable. Love having them, can't wait to wear them. And then we have Tom Ford's Eau de Soleil Blanc. This is the Eau de Toilette version of his Soleil Blanc from the private line. Much prefer this version. It is your standard tropical, beachy, summertime fragrance. So you do have like your white florals in there, your frangipani, your vanillas in there, all those kind of notes that you'd expect to find in like a classic beachy fragrance, except much lighter. But obviously with it being an eau de toilette, so the kind of notes have more kind of room to aerate. It just smells so much nicer. It doesn't smell so, thick and bogged down and cloying. So nice. Then we have Rose is Greedy by Mancera. This is a strong fragrance. This is a musk and rose, like just musk and rose dominant fragrance. But whereas Pure Extreme is gentle and wispy and pure, this complete opposite end of the spectrum. This is like 2 sprays and you're done. If you do any more than that, you will choke yourself out. Like in summer, I feel like this is one you do 1 spray on your jacket and you're done for the whole day. such a strong fragrance. I don't even know how. Okay, then we have Marc Jacobs Decadence. Not a huge fan of this bottle, but I thought I'd get the 30ml because it didn't have that gaudy tassel nonsense on it. I don't know what's going on with bottles these days, but it's like, come on, man, what happened to like just a standard bottle? But anyway, Decadence it's candy sweet. It smells like, sorry, I just stuffed out my nose. Oh, it smells like a bag of creamy sweets. Like, I smell this and I feel like I'm going to the cinema. You know when you kind of get your like pick and mixes beforehand, and then you get like the white chocolate mice and the strawberry bonbons. Oh, and it smells like all the good cinema sweets in a bag. Love it. Then we have Valkyrie from Sylvain DeLaCourte. This was hands down my favourite from the Vanilla Discovery set. There were a couple more that I was like umming and ahhing about, but this was the only one where I was like, I have to have it. Like, I couldn't stop thinking about it. It's a very kind of thick, caramelized citrus vanilla, but then you've got that spearmint note in there as well that kind of helps to lift the fragrance a bit so it doesn't get too bogged down and heavy. Oh my god, it's so good. And whenever I wear this is another one where people are like, what are you wearing? You smell like caramel. And I'm like, do I? Then last for this video is Ligne St Barths Vanille West Indies. I keep it in here just because I don't want the vanilla turning funny on me. So this is a predominantly vanilla fragrance, but it's more of a floral vanilla. This is another, just like Valkyrie, another caramel laden, sticky, sickly, sweet, to an extent, vanilla fragrance. It's so good. But there's something in here, I don't know what it is. There's something in here that gives off an ever so slight smoky vibe, and I don't know what that is. The orchid is definitely present in there. This is an odd one. I find that when you first spray this on, it's quite a subtle fragrance, which kind of threw me at first because so many people had said how strong it is, how long lasting it is. And I was just like, what? I'm not getting that. Like, what happened to the bottle? Now, oh my god, about the 1.5 to 2 hour mark of wearing this, it just blooms off the skin. It's crazy. I don't know if, because this has got quite a high oil concentration, so I don't know if it's just the oil taking time to, you know, blend and melt into the skin, and then just, you know, the fragrance is then allowed to just bloom. But I don't know what it is. I'm not complaining. It's stunning, but yeah, it's probably best to not be fooled and go easy on the sprays at first. So that is the first part of my second shelf done. Yeah, I've got through quite a lot there. It's so weird when I do this. I don't realize how many I have, and then I go through them, and then I look and I see how many more I've got to talk about, and wow. But luckily I haven't been spending anything in the last 2 months because of all this like lockdown situation, and no one knows what's going on. So it's kind of helped to curb my spending. So that's good. I should just like show them off instead. But yeah, as I said, that's it for part 1. I hope you've enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have any of these, what your thoughts are on any of these. And I'll see you again for part 2. Bye.